Hello. Okay, so I'm doing a little weekend in my life vlog today. Well, this weekend is Indie Bookstore Weekend. So come along with me to all the indie bookstores. It's going to be like a pretty bookish weekend. We are going to go to, I think we're going to go to 5 bookstores today. Hopefully, I'm on a little bit of a budget. I don't know how many books I'm going to buy. I feel like my goals for today are, if I'm going to buy a book, they're going to be a thriller, one, because I feel like I don't own a lot of thrillers, and I really like the way thrillers look, like on a bookshelf. Another one of my plans is I am only going to buy one book today. I know. Going to 5 bookstores and only buying one book, not even per bookstore, but just like one book in general, that's crazy. I'm going to try my hardest though. I really am. Later on today, my husband and I are going to go to a birthday party for one of our friends. And then we're going to go to one of my other friends, he's a filmmaker. So he's premiering this like documentary he made at his house. So then we're going to go do that. But yeah, I'm very excited. I can't wait. Okay, I'm going to try to film. I am going to try to film in public. I don't know how it's going to go, but I'm going to try my best. I'm going to try my hardest. So, yeah. Okay, so this bookstore was so cute. I didn't know this going in. I knew I was going to one romance-only bookstore. I went to this one we just went to, Montgomery and Taggart Bookshop. It was so cute. Everyone was so nice. I feel like they probably thought I was stealing because I was literally going around and around, but I was just awkward. That's always what happens to me. I'm just so awkward. I have to like go around once to get a feel for the store, and then I have to go around a second time to actually start looking. I don't know what it is, but I'm just so weird about that. I did buy a book. It's a book I've been wanting to read for like a year, and I've never tried this author before, but I've heard really great things about her. So those are my thoughts right now. I will see you guys when we get to the next bookstore. I'm doing 5 today, so we have 4 more to go. This is turning out to be such a cute little adventure. Tomorrow I think I'm going with a friend to do all this stuff, but right now, like, I'm having fun, but like some places, bro. Okay, so the first place we went to, their town was having like an Earth Day celebration festival thing, like in the middle of like basically in the middle of their town, which is great, perfect, fine. So that place, if I didn't get parking in their parking lot, I would have been like greatly fucked, basically. And then the second place I went to, it was in Essex, Connecticut, and it was having a boat show literally like a block away. So I spent maybe 20 minutes trying to find a parking spot. Like, it was so hard. I eventually ended up parking in a spot that I wasn't even sure was a parking spot, but I saw other people parking there earlier, so I just went into that spot, and I was just like, you know what, I'm just gonna run in, get my stamp, and then I'll run back out, which ended up working out. That place wasn't like really a true bookstore. It was more like the paper store vibes, you know, like how like the paper store also has like some books, but mainly it like sells like novelty stuff. But it was an indie shop, so that was nice. But that was just stressful to find parking. And then this one that I just went to, it was cute. It was more of like a used bookstore than like an indie bookstore, but it was still cute and it was still nice. And then I got my little thing stamped right there. We're merging onto the highway. I got my little passport stamped there. And that was nice. And now I'm off. I hope you guys could hear me, because I'm living my life. But yeah, I really love this adventure I'm taking, because I feel like, maybe I'll talk to you guys later, because now I feel like you guys can't hear me as well. So I will talk to you guys later. Okay, so now I'm parked and I could talk more. It's so nice going around Connecticut and just seeing all these towns that I probably would have never have gone to or even known that they were there. I just love it. It's so nice. It's so much fun. I'm having a blast. I really gotta pee. So I'm hoping this place has a bathroom. I'm gonna try to film in there. I've driven by this one before, but I've never been inside. So I really don't know what to expect. Okay, I'll see you guys later. Hello, I've arrived back at home. I'm having a snack. I feel good. Today was like really nice. It was really just eye-opening. I feel like I went to so many towns I've never been in my life, which is funny because I've lived in Connecticut my entire life. So the fact that there's just so many places here that I still have not seen or explored. It's not like Connecticut's like a big town either. I feel like it's fairly, not a big town, like a big state. I feel like it's very small. I feel like it's maybe like the third, fourth smallest state in the country. I don't know. Don't quote me on that, but I feel like I've heard that somewhere before. But it really is so different. My husband's right there in my background. I feel like you could be like in one place and then it's like, then you go to like a different town and it's completely different from the first town. Like here, I went to such like rural towns that felt like they were like in the middle of nowhere that like turn into like these like small town vibes. Like the first place we went to, it was very small town vibes. Like it was just like, I felt like everybody would know each other if I went to that like little fair that they had there, just because everyone just looked so like happy and just like ready to go, and like there were kids running around, and it was just like really cute and like really adorable. And then the second town we went to was the coastal town, which is so crazy because like I feel like some towns in Connecticut are very coastal, or they're very rural, they're very like farm like, or they're very city like. And then you also have Yale. Like there's just so much going on in Connecticut. Like I don't know, I feel like this made me like appreciate the state I live in more, because I feel like growing up everyone's like there's nothing to do in Connecticut, Connecticut's so boring, Connecticut is so stupid, like there's nothing to do. But like this is why I feel like we have to keep the indie bookstore feel of life alive. Like not just indie bookstores, but like indie places. Like there were some places I went to where like the indie bookstore had like other indie stores on the other side of it, which was just so cool and cute and just so adorable. And I feel like we really need to like start like shopping local more. I don't know what this video is turning into, but I feel like we just need to stop. We need to start shopping local more. Something that happened today, which I found was crazy and insane. I saw on Barnes and Noble, their Instagram, they were like, this weekend only, you get to like have double stamps for when you come in and buy books. I'm like, on Indie Bookstore Weekend, you want to deter people from going to indie bookstores so you could go to Barnes and Noble? I mean, duh, of course they do. Like, but like they didn't have to do it this weekend. They could have done it last weekend. But like, I don't know, that was just so weird to me. I feel like the best places to shop for books, like, yeah, they're more expensive at indie bookstores. Like they have like the back price, like the back price of the book is pretty much the price you're gonna pay for that book, which like sometimes it's like what, $20, which something that really makes me upset and angry is like sometimes you see a book that's like so short, right, like 300 pages for like $20, and then you see a bigger book, like a 400 fantasy book, sometimes for like $15, $18. It's like, why am I paying more money for less of a book? You know, I don't know what type of publishing thing that goes into. My hair's a little crazy because it was raining outside and it's a little fluffy right there. I don't know what goes into that, but I don't know, I think it's kind of crazy. But yeah, I'm gonna show you my haul tomorrow because I think I'm gonna go back out again tomorrow to get more stamps. I got 5 today, so that was nice, that was cool. And yeah, so I only bought 1 book. 5 bookstores, 1 book, that's insane. I think I did find new favorite bookstores today though too, so that was pretty cool. The first one we went to I really liked because they also had like a lot of cute romance themed bookshelf decor. Like there's these cute little like book plushies that each one of them had like something different to say. One was like in my romanticy era, in my smut era, in my western era, stuff like that. And I kind of wanted to look through them and buy one, but like there were so many people in there. So maybe I want to like go back at like a different weekend or a different day. Maybe for my birthday, we could go back and we could like shop indie there. So I would love to go there. And then I don't think I filmed that much in the last two I went to. One of them was Brookwater Books in Guilford, and the other one was J.R. Julia in Madison. I love J.R. Julia. It is so cute in there. It just has like the cozy bookstore vibe, you know? And Brookwater Books is also pretty nice. It was a little Brookwater Books was also pretty nice as well. I just did not film anything because I had to go out so I could come back here and we could get going. Okay, so I will see you guys later with another update. We're on day 2 of our book weekend adventure, Indie Bookstore book weekend adventure. I think I'm gonna try to do another 5 today. I think I am going to make a list. I'm gonna make a list of all the things of all the books I want to buy. First book is Play Along by Liz Tom40, but only the indie version. So if they don't have the indie version, I don't want it. You know, because I feel like the indie version covers are so much cuter than the traditionally published covers, in my opinion. Number 2 is anything by Natasha Preston that I don't own. I only have 2 of her books, but I really like her books because they're thrillers, but they're not like scary, you know, like they're YA thrillers, so I'm not like terrified. If I see the next book in the Briar U series, I'm gonna get it. I think I have the Deal the Mistake. I don't know what the next one is. I'll have to look. Or just a book I've been wanting that I've like been having my eye on. I'll see where life takes me. I don't think I want unless it's like a standalone fantasy book, I don't want another fantasy book unless it's the next book in the Shatter Me series. I'll allow myself to get that one. But again, we're only doing one today. So we're gonna see what I get, what I end up getting. I will see you guys when we're at the next bookstore. Okay, why are my cheeks so red? Oh, because this thing right here. I'm going to my first book store of the day. It's this one in Southington called The Enchanted Violet. I'm gonna try to find it. Not that I'm like in a busy road. Oh my gosh. Okay, this is why we don't vlog in public. I'm scared. I'm nervous. I'm crossing the street while talking to my phone. Okay, I will see when we're in there. That was honestly so cute. I got a book and they also gave me a punch card. It was so cute. It was very like queer themed, which I love, but I did end up getting a book there. I'm excited, and now we're on to the second one. So I will see you guys later. I'm trying to vlog and be good about this, but I think I got some good footage. I don't know. I'm gonna tell you guys an embarrassing story later. Okay, bye. All right, I just left Black Rock Books. Let me close the windows. I just left Black Rock Books in Bridgeport. It was so cute in there. I love shopping indie because it's so cute. The girl who was working in there, I did not get her name, but she was so personable. She asked me, like, everyone keeps on asking me like what stop number I'm on. She also told me that there have been people who have already finished the trail, so that's pretty cool. I feel like I just didn't blend in my blush today, or I'm just like flushed so much that like it's going through my makeup. Anyway, side tangent, that's me, that's my life. I would say that I'm doing good. I bought another book in there just because it was a used book. All right, that place sold both used books and new books, which I thought was like really nice to like see. I bought a used book for like $7. It was like $7 for paperbacks, am on my way to the next one. This one says it was closed online, but I don't know if it's not today, because it is like, you know, Indie Bookstore Day. It'd be kind of crazy if like your bookstore was only open on like one of the days that like you're supposed to be open for Indie Bookstore Day. Either way, I'm gonna try. It's like 10 minutes from this one place, so I'm gonna try that place, and then I think I'm gonna do 3 more today after this. But yeah, that's gonna be my day. That's gonna be the rest of my day, and then I'm probably gonna have to meet my husband at church, because I'm gonna like get home probably like the minute church starts, and then I'm gonna have to run. So that's me. That's my life. I hope people aren't seeing me vlogging. And yeah, okay, I will see you guys later, and I can't wait to show you guys the books I got this weekend. Right now we're up to 3. I'm hoping I'm done. After this, I'm done. Okay? So yeah, those are my thoughts, and that's my life. Okay, bye. Okay, little update. Kindred Thoughts in Bridgeport was closed. Drove by it. No lights were on. Also, it was friggin' hard to get parking, so I didn't even want to get out to look. I'm on to the next one. Now we have 3 more stops left. I'm pretty excited about it. We have one. This one's called, it's not called The Apothecary. Something about something. I don't know. I'll tell you guys when we get there. And then we have another one, Mermaid. And then the last one I'm going to do today is, what's it called? I know this one. It'll come to me. Okay, either way, I'm going to go and do this. Oh my god, this bridge is crazy. Okay, I will see you guys when we get to the next one.
Watch me. When it says you can't do this, watch me. You know who I am.
Okay, that was a really cute little bookstore. I just felt bad because I walked in while an author was talking about one of her books, so I didn't really get to look around because there was like so many people in there. But like that's so cool that like bookstores have events like that, you know? Like this is why we love supporting the library. We love supporting indie bookstores, indie authors, just everything, you know what I mean? Just everything about it is just so wow, you know? I did get my passport stamped, so that was cool. I literally got it stamped, took a little bit of footage, and then left. I just felt bad because I didn't know. Like, sorry, girl. It's Indie Bookstore Day. Like, you know, I would not have just walked in and walked out if I knew what was going on. You know, I literally knew, like, I didn't even look in the window because there was, like, a stand out front of, like, people like talking and stuff like that. I had no idea what was going on personally. I'm wild but I'm free. I should have went earlier. I should have started this excursion earlier. It is now 3:30, so you know, just a girl, the definition of just a girl. Okay, anyway, I am going to go to the next one. I'll be there in 10 minutes, and then after this we have 2 more. This one is called Mermaid Bookstore. I don't know what it's called. Either way, we're gonna go there. We're gonna get all my books stamped, and then we're going to go to all the places. So yeah. Okay, so this was kind of sad, kind of depressing. Mermaid's Books was closed from 3:45 to 4. I kind of have somewhere to be at 4. I don't know. Maybe I'll go to my last stop and then go back here. I don't really know what to do. I mean, I guess it's okay if I miss. I did miss 2 today, but that I feel like it's life. But yeah, okay. So that was a bus. Kind of sad. I don't know if I'm parked illegally. I really don't. So I need to leave because this parking lot is giving me PTSD from the parking lot from the Essex bookshop. Okay, so I will see you guys at my last stop. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. My last stop is just gonna be the New Haven bookshop. Okay, I will see you guys later. Okay, so we are at our last book stop, Possible Futures in New Haven. The parking situation is kind of wild. I'm literally like just in the street, but there's like a parking spot. Cause like right next to me is a bike lane. I don't understand, but either way, we're in, getting my book stamped, gonna live my life, and yeah, and then I'll be done. This is the last stop. This is the last stop for the weekend. This was fun. I had fun. Okay. Okay, hello. I'm back here. I just got back from the gym, which is why my hair is wet. Cause I just, okay, I'm gonna try to set this up nice. Better. Okay, that's great. Oh my God, what's up? I'm gonna give you my book haul from this weekend. Just a few days later, I'm not gonna lie, this is Tuesday. So I don't really remember where these books came from, if I'm gonna be completely honest with you. This book, well, actually maybe I do. This book came from the first indie bookstore we went to, Promise Me Sunshine by Cara Stone. I've heard this book is so good. It's so cute. I've heard she is just such like a good author. This is about grieving the loss of her best friend. A young woman finds her life turned upside down when she meets a grumpy stranger who swears he can help her live again, by the beloved author of Ready or Not. So I have heard of Ready or Not. I feel like all her covers are like this gorgeous, like watercolor-y, like cover art that she does with all her books. Because I know the other one that's kind of big on booktube right now is, it's like a darker cover and they're like in their house and they're looking at each other like through their windows. I forget what it's called. And then Ready or Not is like two people like on like a sidewalk on a bike, and it's like a very like springy type of like vibe. So that was like low-key like springy type. This one's summery type, and then I feel like the other one is very wintry type. So maybe we'll get a fall type later. I don't know, maybe her next one will be a fall type cover art. Who knows? But I'm excited to read, very excited to read this one. Tell me, you guys, if you want to see this one in a reading vlog, because I do want to like read them as soon as I get them. I don't want to just keep them on my bookshelf and just like save them for whatever. Next book I got was a manga. I love this is me. This is, I don't know if you guys have ever seen the Chainsaw Man TV series, but I have. It is amazing. The art in it is fantastic. The storyline is crazy. Basically, it's about this one guy who is in so much debt. He's also on the back. He is in so much debt that these people try to kill him. Like his debt collectors try to kill him. They shove him in a dumpster. But then his friend, his little dog, so cute. His little dog is like so tiny, and he has a little tiny chainsaw coming out of his head. But the dog like transfers himself into our main character. And let me see if I can find a photo. There he is. He's so cute. He transforms himself into this Chainsaw Man. And he then is being, see, look, he's so cute. He's so cute. He gets recruited by these people who have to fight off these like demon monster things that are like invading their village. It's really good. It's a really good TV series. I really wanted to start collecting the manga for it and then reading the manga as well. So yeah. Denji is a poor young man who will do anything for money, even hunting down devils with his pet devil, Pochita. He's a simple man with simple dreams, drowning under a mountain of debt. But his sad life gets turned upside down when he's betrayed by someone he trusts. Now with the power of a devil inside him, Denji's become a whole new man. Chainsaw Man. So, yeah, that's what that's about. It's really good. I think the series is on Hulu. If you're into anime, go watch it. Like, literally, like, the art alone is just so amazing. The last book I got is Savor It by Tara DeWitt. This one I have heard so much about. I've heard this book is so good. It's about, like, look at this cover too. It's so pretty. This is also giving summer. summer reading vlog. Hello, anyone? This is about, I think this is like a small town romance, and Fisher Lang, his sister dies, so he goes to Spuns, that's the name of the town. He goes to Spuns for a last chance project to redeem himself, but then he gets comfortable in the small town, probably because of our girl Sage. This just looks really good. It looks really cute. I'll read it and then I'll tell you what it's about. All right. Sometimes I don't want to read this whole back. So, and I hate reading the back because I'm always so afraid that like some like spoilers is going to come from the back. And now let's look at my passport. I think it's so nice. I have 6 books in, I have 9 stamps in this stamp. I have 9 stamps in this book. My favorite, I think, it was between 2. My favorite, one of them was the Enchanted Violet. First of all, look at that stamp. She stamped that so perfectly. Look at that. It's like the perfect stamp. She did it so nice. And it's so detailed. Oh my God, girl. Montgomery and Taggart. That was also my favorites. That was the bookstore I got Promise Me Sunshine in, because it was a romance only bookstore. I really want to go back there and like pick up their what's it called? They're like plushies that they have there with the books like on it, and it says like the tropes and stuff, or like the genres. It's so cute. I do want to go back to Obado Serendipity books, because that was the one where I was just in for like 2 seconds, because it had the author talking, and like I didn't get to like look around or like get a feel for the store. I just literally just went in, got my stamp, and left. And then Possible Futures was also one, My Husband's Home, that I really enjoyed. It just had such good vibes to it. So yeah, that was my little Connecticut book trail. I do plan on going, I don't know about to all of them, because there's 29 and there's so many of them just spread out throughout Connecticut that I don't know if I'm going to get to have the time to go to all of them. But I do want to go to more, which is why I haven't handed in my passport. I really don't know how you even hand in these passports. I think like you go there. I think you go to like one of the bookstores and then you say, I'm ready to hand in my passport. And then you have to like fill something out. Either way, I hope you guys had fun with this vlog. I hope I did good. I feel like I definitely was very much so like the entire time, because I'm so awkward as a person. Me as a person, I'm very awkward and I'm very shy. So filming out in public and doing that and like trying my best, whenever I go outside, I try my best just to not be perceived. So to do that and to like cause attention to myself while I was like alone, it's a pretty big deal for me. I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog. Comment down below Comment down below if you've read any of these books and if you would like to see a reading vlog with any of them. Comment down below if you guys participated in Indie Bookstore Weekend, because I would love to know. I feel like next year I'm going to take it more seriously and like really plan out a good strategy to hit every single one, because I feel like they will probably just add more onto these, because I know there's a lot more than just these 29 bookstores in Connecticut that are indie. Look how scattered they are. Like, also, what's going on over here? Do people just not read over there? No tea, no shade. I will see you guys in the next video. I had fun hanging out with you guys. I hope you guys had fun hanging out with me, and I will see you guys in the next video.